A government-appointed schools adjudicator is meeting campaigners who are trying to prevent the closure of the Wakeman school in Shrewsbury. Canon Richard Lindley will attend several meetings today, including one that's open to the public this evening. Shropshire Council wants to close the school in 2 years' time, saying falling pupil numbers have made it financially unsustainable. But the school's head teacher, Karen Moore, is putting up a fight.
If carried through, the proposal will save no money long-term and cost money short-term, and it will damage the education of current pupils, reduce parent and pupil choice in Shrewsbury long-term, and we think it will be detrimental to the town as a whole. So we don't think that the local authority should be allowed to proceed with
as the governors say the closure won't save money or improve the quality of education. And the chair of governors, Andy Raymond, is with us in the studio. Now, Andy, you've had a strong connection with the school over the years, haven't you?
Yes, good morning, Claire. I've been involved with the school since about 1989 as a parent, and I've had 6 children go through the school, and during the past 8 years I've been a governor at the school.
So you're obviously very passionate. Just 240 have made it unsustainable. It's a school built for 675, so one would say, don't they have a point?
Well, the fact is that there's been rumours in recent years about closure, and the action by the council over the past 10 months to close the school has had an adverse effect on parental choice, and numbers have gone down, unfortunately. Before the announcement was made, then, what were numbers like then? Well, I've studied pupil trends over the years. I've studied birth rates, and in normal circumstances we attract 15% of the pupil population from Shrewsbury, so that equates to well over 100 pupils each year coming to the school, and in normal circumstances that would be the case. During the course of the consultation we approached the local Bishop Mark, and he referred us to the Director of Education at Lichfield, and following that the Board of Education agreed to make an appeal on our behalf. So what's happening today? Is today D-Day? Today is a very important day. This afternoon we will have roundtable talks with interested parties. The council will be there, governors will be there, and there'll be a representative from the Parents Action Group. And what power has the adjudicator got? Well, he can overturn the decision if he's got the evidence that supports the appeal. And up until this point, are you saying they haven't listened? I would suggest that the council have had suffer from selective hearing. They hear what they want to hear, and arguments that we put forward for keeping the school open have not been listened to.
Rumours about the school closing, concerns about the school's future, reduced pupil numbers, justification for closure. It should not be allowed to be so. Thank you.
This rapturous applause filled the Assembly Hall, which was packed with around 300 people. They'd been listening to the passionate arguments being put forward by the head, Karen Moore. She was making the case to Canon Richard Lindley, the school's adjudicator, who has the power to overturn Shropshire Council's decision to close the school. But she was just one of a number of speakers in a list that included David Taylor, the council's Director of People's Services. He put their case forward on why they want it shut for good. But of all those who stood up and spoke, it was one brave young man who made everyone listen.
Can I just start off with, my half-sister used to go here. I'm not sure when she started, but now she's a nurse and she's really, really successful. And I think it's because of this school.
300 people turned out to a meeting last night backing a Shrewsbury secondary school which is facing closure.
I don't think you should waste this school because it's got lots of activities, nobody gets left out, and you make loads of friends here. Why waste Wakeman?
That's one of the pupils of the Wakeman who spoke at the meeting. Shropshire Council's decision to close the school has been referred to an independent adjudicator who can overturn it. The Wakeman's head teacher Karen Moore says the turnout last night shows the strength of support for the campaign to keep it open.
We've had that through our campaign, 8,000 people signing our petition, but I think it was very, very clear that there's strong support for this school.
And Richard Lindley, the school's adjudicator appointed by the Secretary of State, says it's not going to be an easy decision.
One of the hardest I've had to make. I can see the arguments very clearly on both sides, but in the end a decision has to be made.